Hi there, trader. Today's video is on how to find the right moment to change your Forex strategy. This is brought to you by Admiral Markets. My name is Chris. First of all, be aware though that trading Forex exchange and global financial markets and trading it is considered high risk, may not be suitable for everyone. Please seek the advice of an independent financial advisor for more information on that. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. Plus, by continuing watching this video, you agree with this disclaimer and you're aware of the risk involved when trading. All right, so it's always a difficult topic. When do you actually change a strategy? Many traders actually change too often. They get trapped in a kind of a constant cycle of trying something for 1-2 days, then moving on to a new strategy and then a new system and doing this repetitively for months and months. And of course, in that case, we don't gain the experience in that system. We need to give a system an adequate amount of time, 40 trades at least, 50 trades, something like that, to get a bit of a feeling what the performance is of a system like that, and do we like it? If we only trade it once or twice, we're never going to get that feedback, proper feedback that is, and of course then we cannot make any good decision about that strategy. So what are the types of things that will allow us to actually justify a switch? Well, first of all, if we think that, for instance, we're seeing that we break the rules quite often, we're doing our best to implement it, but somehow, it just doesn't match. We're being inconsistent, and we're not really able to follow that strategy. That's not good, because we need to have that consistent approach so that we have a long-term edge, and we can also monitor ourselves and measure ourselves and our strategy. So when we cannot be consistent, then that's very harmful. We're going to be losing the confidence. When a drawdown occurs, we're not sure if it's us or the system, and that's just not good for the psychology, and we got to then change things. That's one, definitely a good reason to switch strategies or change systems. Another reason could be, for instance, if the system is too complex, you just find it confusing, it doesn't match your own personality, your own characteristics of how you see the market. That's definitely a genuine reason. Again, very good reason to say, okay, I'm pushing this aside, I'm going to look for something else, right? You want to have something that is logical, connects with you, and is also not too complex and is basically relatively simple to execute. Because when we're trading, we want to be planning the trade and trading that plan. We don't want to be overthinking things in the heat of the battle. Obviously, risk is also very sensitive matter. It's something that really depends from trader to trader. Some tend to be a lot more risk seekers. Other traders are a lot more risk adverse. So having a drawdown level that matches what you feel comfortable with is very important. We got to ensure that that risk intensity matches your character, matches how you see yourself, so that you feel comfortable with implementing that strategy. All right? That's same also if it's too mild. For whatever reason, if you're more risk seeker and you think that the strategy is too risk adverse, that could be also something to consider. Obviously, the market does have its ups and downs, and also the patterns that they make tend to change a bit. Of course, we regularly see bull flags, and I don't think that those will necessarily change. But other patterns, like, for instance, how you use maybe a particular fib in a particular way. Whatever kind of niche you found for yourself, you got to also be on guard that that niche does not maybe start to change slightly. So when you see large fluctuations in how the market is reacting compared to what you're usually used to, that's something that could, of course, indicate that you might want to change some parts of that system as well. Last but not least, the customization of your strategy. Whatever you choose as a system, you want to make sure that you have some settings that really match how you look at the market, how you see the market, and that you feel comfortable with that. So making sure that there is a good sync, and making sure that whatever system you find and that you customize that is always good, and there's always a right way and method. All in all, basically, all of these 5 points I gave you, it's all about finding that balance. All right? We're going to have sometimes changes, and that's fine. As long as we don't do it too often, without any reason, of course, that would not be good. As long as we're not continuously switching strategies just because we had 2 or 1 loss, then that should be fine. As long as we justify the change or switch with any of these 5 and perhaps other reasons too, right, that I didn't mention. It's just a short video. As long as you feel that there's a valid reason, then that's fine. If not, rethink it, try to stick to that system and really work it out and focus on gaining experience from what you choose. So that wraps up our short little video. If you're into more education, of course, we got live webinars on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, live trading labs, setups, and education. Nennet and I provide on these days. Hope to see you in these webinars and wish you great trading. Cheers.